Bill Nye the Science Guy.
That was awesome.
That was the greatest thing ever.
I got my 3 there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else is on. Wishbone. That's my
What's
Casper the Friendly and Reading Rainbow. That's what you said PBS, and they all came back. It's like Bill Nye the Science Guy, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Reading Rainbow, and Wishbone. I love stories about books because I read all the time.
You were so cool.
All the time. I was such a dork. I had these big, giant glasses, and I read all the time. What's the story? Wishbone. I wish I had my little Wishbone thing, but I don't know where I put it.
Sad.
Anyways. He also says, if you could turn one wrestler heel and one wrestler face, who would they be?
I don't know. Who would you turn?
I would keep Del Rio a heel.
Yeah.
So I'm going to count that because he's a face now. So I'd fix him back to being a heel. So, who would we make a face that's a heel right now?
Well, I would turn The Miz back heel, but who would we want to turn into a face?
What about Cody Rhodes or Damian Sandow?
I think Damian Sandow needs to stay a bad guy, but Cody Rhodes, perhaps. I don't really know how he would connect with the fans, but...
Cody Rhodes?
I'd say Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. I could see Damian Sandow, though.
What would he do? He'd be like, oh, the intellectual savior?
Because he's smart, and people can always...
Find a way
to like smart people, as well as hate them. So you could make that a face character, I think.
Maybe.
Could be like Sherlock Holmes or something.
Yeah, because that would work.
I know. Not exactly. Anyways.
Where I'm going to solve this mystery. He'd be like Santino.
But I'm just saying, if you look at all those like drama shows and stuff, lead characters usually smart. People usually like them.
Yeah. Because they like do all the things that they wish they could do.
Exactly.
Maybe. I don't know if that works in wrestling. It might.
I'm not sure. The 812 Ray, sounds familiar, whose logo is like a troll face, which is funny to me. Anyways, says, congrats and 1,500 subs. Thanks. I have 2 questions. Who do you see taking the title away from CM Punk?
The Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Rock.
What was Crystal and Chronic's first reaction to watching wrestling? My first reaction was I thought it sucked because I was watching Sunday Night Thunder something.
Yeah.
I told that story a bajillion times. I told it earlier in the Q&A, but I thought it sucked.
Me, I just thought it was bizarre. Because, like, the first thing I saw was, like, Hogan. And he was cutting his promo, and I was just like, wow, this guy's crazy. You know, I just didn't know what to think about it. And then they were fighting, and there was all this glitz and glamour. I don't know. I just thought it was really weird. And I thought it was weird that my grandpa, who's very, you know, Texas type guy, you know what I mean? Like old Texas guy. Like cowboy type thing. He just didn't seem like the guy who would be watching a show with Randy Savage running around with all his frilly stuff and bright colors. And I just thought it was kind of weird.
I can see that.
That was my first impression. I was just like, this is weird.
Okay. Lobi Guadalupe. Yeah, that's what it says. Congrats. Will we see a Daniel Bryan CM Punk feud again this year? I don't think so.
Well, I would say probably.
You think so?
If they split up the tag team, why not? Oh, hell no.
Yeah, but I don't like those two guys fighting each other because they're like too similar almost.
Yeah, they fight all the time. We've seen it. I've seen it enough. I could do without it. I mean, I've seen so many of those matches. So, yeah.
Yeah. Will Damian Sandow get a World Heavyweight Championship shot?
This year? Well...
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say this year, so yeah, he will. Someday, the guy is big, he's smart, he can talk, he's really annoying. He could be a pretty good world champion, I think.
I think so,
and
too.
Not even that much time.
Tony C. says, I remember when you guys were happy to get 100. Congratulations. Thank you, Tony. My question is John Morrison still your favorite wrestler? Well, he never was actually like my favorite wrestler, because Shawn Michaels is like my favorite wrestler. But I still do really like John Morrison, and if he comes back, he will be my favorite current wrestler. So right
I can
now,
only imagine.
Dolph Ziggler is my favorite current wrestler, but it's only because John Morrison left.
Yeah.
So if he came back, he would be my favorite current wrestler.
You know, Dolph Ziggler has to be my favorite current wrestler because he's there. And I can't say that Morrison's my favorite guy because he's not there. So it couldn't be my favorite if he's not there. So there you go.
Exactly. XCWF1234 says, from Rumble to Mania, what do you think WWE is going to do with Rock, Cena, and Punk? For me, it's Rock winning the belt, Cena winning the Rumble, and Punk winning Chamber at Mania. This Punk, Cena, Rock for the title, and thanks for the reply like 6 months or so. Peace. You are welcome for the reply like 6 months or so about TNA.
I think you should still give TNA a chance.
Oh, shut up. I gave him a chance.
Again
I gave him a chance. And thank you for not getting super butthurt that I made a reply. That's my thanks to you. Thank you for being grown up enough to not be butthurt. Unlike other people that got butthurt for you. Very But anyways.
On the video?
On the video.
Well, let's just explain real quick so people know.
Sure.
So like, you made the Crystal Day in the Life of TNA.
I did.
And then he made a response just saying that you should give him a chance, and then he gave some reasons, you know, why TNA is not the worst and stuff like that.
Right.
So...
And I gave a rebuttal.
And, you know, it wasn't like you were being mean.
So I did not attack him personally.
You were just going through the points.
We just made a rebuttal.
Yeah, or you did.
Just like he kind of made a rebuttal to mine.
Yeah.
And then I went back.
And it wasn't a burying fest between any of us.
We didn't have a burying fest.
We just...
That's actually the reason I replied, because he did not bury me and say stupid stuff.
He was nice.
He was nice and just made his point. So I was nice and made my point.
Yeah.
And it was a good thing.
Yeah, but...
I thought it was a good thing.
But, unfortunately...
But then, people got butthurt.
In the comment section.
In the comment section.
And they thought that we were having this war.
They were like, you're trying to bury this guy. And I was like, no.
No.
It was not.
It's like, I even messaged him before you made the video and said we were going to reply.
And then, he even responded to dude and was like, I was not buried, you idiot.
So
it was good.
Yeah, so even though we both, him and us, said, we knew, you know, we're like, look, we're just responding with ideas. Everybody's like, nah, this is war. So
it's because people like drama.
And I mean, some people didn't know. Some people just saw it and they draw conclusions, which I can't blame them. I probably would have done the same thing. I'm not going to sit there and deliberate on what does this mean.
It's true.
You know what I mean? So, but anyways.
To his question.
I think the way you laid it out is probably the most likeliest scenarios with The Rock.
I think so as well, because I think The Rock is going to win the belt.
Yes. And
I think that's kind of stupid, but I do think that's what's going to happen.
I think that Cena's going to win the Rumble. That'll be the match after The Rock.
I'm not sure if Cena's going to win the Rumble.
Who else would win? Because Dolph Ziggler's already got Money in the Bank.
Yeah, you're right.
There's nobody.
Cena's probably going to win the Rumble.
Sheamus could win again, but why?
Yeah. And Punk winning Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, probably.
And at Mania, Punk, Rock, and Cena for the title.
I don't know if it'll be a triple threat, though. I kind of see...
I think, because see, we have been thinking that it's going to be Punk and Undertaker and Cena and The Rock.
Yeah.
Even though we don't like that, that's what we're thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of close. Obviously, after the Rumble, it'll be much more clear. But the way he's got it laid out, I think that's...
It's very likely, I think.
I think that sucks. Cena winning the Rumble is just crap. He's lost, like, every match in, like, the entire year. And now he's going to come and win the Rumble? That sucks.
It does suck.
I think that guys, like, when Sheamus won it, I was happy for him because he's, like, a newer guy.
Mm-hmm.
When Del Rio won it, even though I didn't really care about him, I thought that was good. Having, like, old guy, or, like, older type established guys win the Rumble just is crap. It just sucks. Ugh, I just hate that. Because, you know, I'm always like, yeah, the guy on the rise won. But I guess not every year we can have it. I mean, even Stone Cold won it like 3 or 4 times, so...